YouTube, is Twitch gonna freak out? Okay, it looks like YouTube has started. Maybe. I think I think. Okay, all right. Looks like YouTube has started. That's good to know. Good to know. Okay, well then, let's pull this over here. And why is that not working? Why is where'd the chats go? Where are the chats? Sticky chats, where are you? There we are. And of course, you're all weird. There we go. Okay, that's back up. Oh boy, this has been exciting. Very exciting stuff. Well, yeah, this is not exactly how I anticipated this going. That is good times. Okay, well, let's let everybody know. We'll just do a little bit of at here. I think it's working. Yes, send. Sure. Why not? All right. Well then, welcome everyone. Come on in, sit on down. Let's get this stream up and going. This is, I'm very out of sorts because I had everything, like literally everything up and ready to go. And I was literally one more shot away from just giving up. I was like, you know what? Apparently I'm not supposed to stream tonight. So I was going to give up. I was going to hit that start button one more time. And I was like, okay, well, if it doesn't start, I'm out. I'm gone. And when I hit start, it just said connecting, ... and like nothing else. So I'm like, well, and that usually sits on that, message for like half a second. It usually says connecting, and then it'll instantly be like, here's your bit rate, here's your FPS and all that fun stuff. And so when I hit it and it just said connecting, I was like, oh well, it's not meant to be. I will not be streaming tonight. And I was literally typing a message where I was saying it's stuck saying connecting, and as I went ... I looked up and then saw Twitch had a bit rate. So good times. All right, let me come in here. I just need to delete this live stream. Yes, delete that forever. Delete this one because YouTube's gonna have a whole bunch of live streams that are like 2 to 3 minutes long of me trying to get this thing working. Okay, everybody, let's see. What else do we need to get up and going? Okay, so you're set to public. That's good. So let's come over to here. We're gonna say go live. Let's pull up YouTube stream again. Let's come over here. Let's get some music going so you're not just hearing the sound of my voice. Downloads. Where the freak are you? What is going on here? C drive backup. That's what I want. Downloads. There's my downloads. And the stream music. Let's come over here. Stream music. Pull this up. Here we go. Oh, it's muted. There we go. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm feeling more like myself again. Oh, well, welcome everyone. Glad you're here. Yeah, that was fun. That was a good time. I was stressing the freak out. I blame some Randev. I pulled up his stream at the very end, and I had it over here sitting on my desk, and I was watching his stream while I was getting everything set up. And I think my computer was like, wait, that's what a real dev is supposed to look like? We're out. We're not doing it. And yeah, dark times indeed. So that is who I blame. All the blame on some Randev. But yeah, I'm also very sad. We were gonna get a raid from some Randev if I had been here, but unfortunately, the stream decided not to go. So that's exciting stuff. Exciting stuff indeed. All right, let's see. We got a couple more things to pull up really quickly. Let's pull up some terminal. And let's do a little bit of something like this. We're gonna go CD space. Nope, that's not the one. Yes, it is. CD space T Twitch bridge, and then node. Nope, that's not the one. Node, that's the one. Start my node server. Pull up another terminal window. Let's come over here, and we're going to put in what the freak is it all again? It's ngrok http yada yada yada. I just have it all written down because it's a nightmare of a link. All right, that is pulled up now. Let's refresh this. Good heavens! And now we come over here and we refresh the monster battler, and we should get a message: RPG Maker connected. There we go. Fantastic. Okay, let's close that. All right, that is closed. Let us pull this up here really quick. Oh, that is the wrong one. Refresh that. There we go. There we go. I've got my monitor set up now, so we're good to go over there. Okay. Well, welcome everyone. Oh my gosh, what the freak is happening over here? Okay, camera, you are way too far over. What is happening? Okay, you're too far up now. Now go down. Now we do this. We got to go over. Sure, and we'll go with that. Right. And my hair's a mess. That's the worst part of tonight. My hair's a mess. Okay, that is off. Doritos. I don't know why Doritos got shifted over, so let's just move Doritos back over there. Mana, you are in the 100% wrong spot. We're gonna put you right something like that. Sounds, you're fine. Alerts, you're fine. Sticky chats, you are now fine. Okay. I think we're good to go. I think we are good to go. Let's turn that down just a little bit more. There we go. Okay. Good day, everyone. Welcome back to the stream. How's everyone doing? Hopefully doing well. Yes, Loki, I'm glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. Let's see here. I like your OBS setup. It looks nice. Thank you, One Art Artist. It's a little bit crazy, a little bit. Actually, it is a lot of bit crazy, but it's coming along. I'm trying to get a little bit more organized as time goes on. So, but yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Click Like a Cat says, "Hey yo." Yeah, welcome. Yeah, sorry I didn't respond to your text. I was frantically scrambling trying to get the stream back up because I have no idea what happened. It's very bizarre. I got the YouTube notification. Yeah, the YouTube notification. Actually, I think even technically, I think that the Twitch notification even went out just fine. Twitch. This one was from. That was today's. This is also today's. Yeah. So technically, the Twitch notification went out. It let everybody know. And then it just didn't do anything, and I was very sad, very sad. But as you can see here, we've got a couple of the same. Just in case you didn't see the thumbnail enough, there's even more of the thumbnail. So, good times there. I get it. You're live. I am live. Thank you, Cool Mad Chill, for recognizing. Fairly, welcome. I am so sorry to have disappointed for the first 30 or so minutes. I promise. I will always be here as much as I possibly can. Dazu says, "Hey guys, welcome Dazu. Glad you're here. I think that I finally am a true gamer." What happened, Unknown Artist? What happened? Why are you a true gamer now? Cool Man Chill says, "You us triple damage." Oh, I suppose I could do something like that. Actually, let me take a look here. 2x damage countdown. Okay, that's fine, but there should be a variable here, right? Right? Maybe. If I click the 2x damage. Actually, I don't think I set it up like that. A smart dev. Actually, never mind. I think I am a smart dev. I think so. I believe I have this variable in here called double damage, and is currently set to 2. So I believe this double damage, if I were to set this to be 3, we should be down with doing 3x damage. So I'm going to turn on 3x damage, and we're also going to let me increase the timer as well. Where's the timer? Where would the timer be? HP sections, minutes. I believe it's minutes. So we're gonna do 3x damage for 3 minutes. Also, just so everybody's aware, the game has been reset because it is a new month. So yes, we're gonna do a 3x damage for 3 minutes. There we go. I know it says 2x damage, but I promise it is 3x. I swear it. And hopefully they're actually working, because if they're not working, I'm gonna be really sad. Let's see here. Didn't get the notification on the app this time around. Yeah, it seems like the Twitch notifications have been doing really weird stuff. I don't get why. But yeah, I've heard from quite a few people they're not getting the Twitch notification, which is very frustrating. So, just know, I will always try to be as on time to the schedule as possible. Oh no! No. Okay, what's happening? Why? Why are you not connecting? Refresh. Whoa! What is happening? Oh my gosh. I currently have a 20-second latency on my connection to RPG Maker. Why? Why is there a 20-second? It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right, I swear. But what the freak is going on? What is happening? Okay, I truly believe this is something weird going on with my computer now. Okay, if we close ngrok, pull it back up. If we give it a second, hold up. Here we go. I'm going to come in here. We're going to pull up the requests, and I believe basically all of these. Okay, not all of them. We're going to 2 days ago, 2 days ago, 2 days ago, 2 days ago, 1 minute ago. Okay, now we're going to reject all. Reject all and refund. Okay, those have all been rejected. Those all been refunded. There we go. They're coming through now. Ooh, okay. There we go. All right, your mana has been refunded. You're good to go there. And if we come over here and we change minutes to be 2, we are now at 2 minutes on the 3x damage. Oh, wow. Oh no, and now it's saying this need to reconnect again. Okay, now we're at a 100 millisecond latency. That is fine. That's okay. So if I do something like this, if I redeem this, if we go like this, I mean, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, well, let's see. Fairly says, I got your stream up with my eyes closed, just listening while I try to sleep. Fairly, I will try not to be too distracting, and I will try not to keep you awake too much. I'll try. No promises, though. I got a second monitor. Ooh! That does make you a true gamer, unknown artist. A 100% true gamer now. Onga Bonga. Welcome, Athra. Welcome. Glad you're here. Also, are the mana things weird in a weird spot? Maybe? Let me do this really quick. I'm gonna redeem one of these. Oh yeah, that's a little spot. Okay, there we go. That's better. That's better. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. What? I love mana too. It's fantastic stuff. Thank you, I appreciate that. I love mana too. It's absolutely fantastic stuff. Let's see, Chill Jam says, you know, Moonwood, I'm going to change my project from Game Maker to RPG Maker MV. It only costs $9.99 on Steam. Game Maker is too complicated for me right now, and it honestly is a bit of a headache to learn how to code right now. My youngling brain just cannot understand. Also, my game is just a fun and goofy project to joke around with. That is totally understandable. Yeah, honestly, if you want to make just like a quick, fun, goofy game, RPG Maker I could not recommend enough, because you can do some really fun and quirky things in it, and just make a fun game, and you don't have to worry about any of the complex program and stuff like that. If though, I'm gonna say this: do not completely write off Game Maker. Like, don't write off the actual learning how to code. Right? Do not write that off. Because you can jump in. There's a lot of engines out there, especially RPG Maker, where you can just jump in and you don't have to do any coding, and everything's great. Everything's fine. I'm gonna say though, if you just want to do it like as a hobby, just have some fun, totally fine, totally understandable. But if you are wanting to be able to create games long into the future, whether it be as for more hobbies or a potential future career, whatever it may be, don't completely write off learning how to program in an engine. Even if it's just minimally, just a little bit here and there, I would highly recommend learning at least a little bit. But I mean, obviously, you know, you can see you can make things in RPG Maker that are more complicated than just an RPG Maker game. So yeah, so I don't want to discount it, but I also don't want to say don't write off learning how to program, because it can be extremely useful in the future. But yeah, that sounds like a really good time, especially because it is pretty cheap right now. It is on a good sale. Let's see here. It's gonna be so much easier to stream. It helps so much to have a second monitor. I will be completely honest with you. I don't think audio is playing. Wait, audio's not playing. What are you talking about? Can you not hear me? What can you not hear? What in the audio can you not hear? We can't hear it. I didn't hear it. Oh no, you couldn't hear the text-to-speech? What? What? Oh, there's so many problems. I'm so sorry, everybody. Okay, why? Why are you, and why can I not replay these sounds? Okay, so what if we do this? What if we do this? Can you hear? What if I do a random sound? Can you hear the random sounds? I don't think that I saw anything on there. Advanced audio properties. Here we go. Let's see what's going on here. Alerts. You should be playing on 1 and 5. Okay, so it's not working. Stream. Audio. Output. Audio track 1. Oh no. Oh. Well. VOD track 1? I don't know if that's actually gonna fix it. I also don't get why I can't replay it. All right, let's do this again. We're gonna do random sound. Huh. Yeah, so it's showing up in OBS. So it is playing, but you're still not hearing it, yeah? Sounds all across is 1. Did not play. Huh. Huh. Well, let's try this. Let me pull this up. Can you hear this?
Bread. Bread.
Can you hear bread?
Bread. Bread. Bread.
If you can't hear bread, that is a problem. Bread. We could hear. Okay, so wait. So you can hear bread, but you can't hear the other alerts. That is very bizarre. Alerts are set to monitor and output. Okay. Soundboard. YouTube alerts, monitor and output. Sounds is set to monitor and output. Huh. Well, yeah, it may be because I had to make some changes in the Twitch settings. So I wonder if something in the audio got mixed up, maybe. Yeah, FFmpeg, AAC, audio mixer 1. Mod track, I guess, should just be empty. Well, yeah, I don't know. I have no idea, because if you can hear the 1, then I don't know what would be going on if you can't hear the other one. But unfortunately, when you are live in OBS, you can't change much. They kind of lock it down. They kind of lock it down a lot. Audio recording. Yeah, so it should be doing recording format. Okay, so audio is FFmpeg, AAC, audio tracks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, streaming, coder settings. Huh. I don't know. Well, we may be without random sounds and things like that. Gosh, and now is that sitting here saying, yeah, and now this thing's at like a 5, 6, 7. Oh, reconnecting. Oh, I think this is an internet issue of mine. I think I'm having just internet issues tonight, which is super frustrating. But yeah, because my bridge between for Twitch integration is bugging out. Twitch was bugging out. I mean, as far as I can tell, YouTube seems fine. Hey, look at that. It finally got there. After, what was that, like 17 seconds? Yeah, I think I'm having internet issues tonight, and I don't think I'll be able to... Hey, look at that. There's another one. I don't know if I'm going to be able to reliably stream if I'm having weird internet issues. It's a mana management stream. Yeah, something like that. He has infinite mana. That means he can cast all the spells. That's true. I do have infinite mana. It literally has just like an infinite symbol next to my mana icon. Pretty great. So yeah. Well, yeah, I guess we'll just kind of see what happens. We'll go with it, and fingers crossed the Sunday stream will be better. So yeah, so we'll just go until it stops working. If that happens, then we'll see what happens. But for now, let's get started on stuff so we can actually get some stuff done tonight, shall we? Okay, so if we pull up, okay, I have not even pulled up anything. This is so brutal. This is so brutal. Unknown artist says, "I'm so happy right now." Why are you happy? What happened? What's got you so happy? All right, Tomb of Vercilias, pull this up. There we go. Okay, so a couple things really quick. So yeah, so if you remember, we've got the perks all working. We finally got Mathra's perk working, and in here finally it took a while, but we finally got it all working, so everything should be good to go there if I can ever find it again. There we go. Yeah, Mathra's ale-soaked gauntlets are now working, so where it'll increase your blackjack to a 3x damage when you get blackjacks, but you do have a 2% chance to double draw your cards. It's fantastic. That's all working. So one note is I kind of was not a huge fan of the old monsters that I was making. So there were these like the old monsters, and then there were the new monsters that turned into the old monsters, and then there were the latest new monsters that are now the old monsters. Because I was not a fan of how they were looking. Let me actually just pull this up quick. Go over to images, pictures, and we go to well, we'll just open up old monsters. So these are the old monsters, if you remember them. So that they were these guys right here. And like they're okay. So like these are like the older old new monsters, and then these are the old new monsters. I feel like they just weren't quite the right feel, and so I made a couple more, and I'm gonna see if I can get some more added. But so these are like the general rough designs of the new monsters. A little bit more like there's more color depth to them, but like more simplified animations. I don't know. We'll have to get them working, and you'll kind of just like let me know what you think about them. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna try and replace a couple of the monsters, kind of redo them just a little bit. I did keep, though, the giant skull. I did like how that one turned out. But I almost feel like these guys are too small, and so I want to resize them just a bit, because he just doesn't feel very imposing, you know? Also, what the freak is... Oh, that's what's going... There we go. That fixed it. That fixed it. Yeah. I feel like the skeleton's fine. He doesn't have to be, like, super imposing, so he's alright. He's alright. But yeah, the golem, he's supposed to feel like he's crazy and large and crazy, and he just doesn't feel... He still feels horrible and terrifying. So anyway, yes, there's a note. There is a note. Let's see, Unknown Artist says, my newest short reached 400 views. That is absolutely fantastic, Unknown Artist. Congratulations, well done. Yeah, that is huge to get 400 views on your short. Not bad at all. Yeah, I remember when so I think my first short, I think it had like maxed out over like quite a bit of time. It maxed out at like 500, but like for the first week, or I think it was like a week, it only got like 100 views, and I was like, oh man. So yeah, to get 400, absolutely fantastic. Very well done. I love it. You're back. Welcome back. I was complimenting you on your short and telling you job well done. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, that's super awesome. Congratulations. Okay, so what are we going to be working on tonight? That is a great question. Thank you for asking. We got a couple different perks that we do need to add. So, We could do thorn damage. I do want to have something like that in the game. Also, let me just turn on my fan really quick. Just getting a wee bit hot down here. So, yeah, so we've got the thorn damage, which that one would be a lot of fun. I do want to have some kind of thorn damage in the game. I feel like that just adds like a lot of really fun strategies when you have thorn damage, because then you're like, yeah, taking damage sucks, but at least when you take damage, you're also doing some amount of damage to the monster. So let's see. Trying to decide how we're going to best do that, though. Because I can't just do like a set number. It's got to be like some kind of like percentage or something like that. And it can't be too high, but I also don't want to be too low. Because if I have it be too low, if it's something like, oh, you do 10% damage back to the attacker, in the beginning of the game, 10% is going to be terrible, because if someone's doing like 3 damage, I guess we could probably just say like at minimum 10% or something like that, because then that way, like, even if a monster is doing like 3 damage, it's not going to do like a fraction of the damage. It's going to do 1 damage. But then at the same time, you're not really going to have that go up until monsters are doing at least more than 10 damage. So we could do something like that. Eduardo, welcome back. I feel like it's been a while. Hello, Morning Grass Games. Greetings from Brazil. Greetings. Glad you're here. How you doing on this fine day? Doing all right. A little out of sorts. The stream had some issues while starting, and still trying to kind of feel like we've recovered from them. So, yeah, it's been fun. But it is now working, so that's a plus. Look, it's a known artist here. It really is. But yeah, how's life going for you, Eduardo? Hopefully things are going well for you. Good old Eduardo. So anyway, yeah, so definitely don't want to have it be too OP, but I also don't want it to be too underpowered either. We'll figure something out. But for now, let's do Axos Cheese, Thorn damage, and then we kind of thought maybe we could do it like a static charge. Oh, actually, something we could do is we could have it be kind of going along with the name, right? Static charge. We could do something along the lines of like every, I don't know, like every 3rd hit, you deal that much damage back to the monster. Do something like that. I think that would work pretty well. Yeah, like every 3rd hit or something like that. Or 4 hits, or like however many we think might be good. Yeah, so every X amount of hits is going to do that much damage to the monster. I think that would be a kind of fun way. I don't know, what are we thinking for the Thorn damage? Should it be just a flat number of like every time you get hit, you do X number of damage? Also, what the... When did that get there? I don't know what's happening down there. What is happening? I gotta adjust the camera. Hold up. Yeah, we gotta move you down. Maybe over a little bit. Close enough. Yeah, so we could either have a flat number where it's just like, okay, you either doing a flat number, a flat percentage, or it could be a charge up where it's like you have to get hit like 3-4 times, and then once you get hit X number of times, then it will attack. Let's see, Eduardo says, I'm doing bombastic fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic to hear. I had some classes today and spent time with my brother. Sounds like a really good time. How you doing, artist? Good to see you again. Every 3rd hit, you seduce your enemy. Hold up now. No one said anything about seducing. That is not a thing. Doing good. Newest short got 400 views. Man, I am... Cool, it has been a week. I am so sorry, everybody. And then honestly, this may turn into a short stream anyway, because it has been a week. Yeah, not gonna go too much into it and about it, but very, very busy work week this week, and it is just wrecked. So maybe that's also combined with the fact that like the stream didn't want to start. I'm just like, but let's see if we can at least get another perk in here. So we got the thorn damage. Yeah, I almost kind of like the idea of having it charge. I feel like that's like an interesting, because like thorn damage is a thing that happens in a lot of different games, I feel, which like not a bad thing, you know, take the good things from that work in other games. What do you mean? Seducing your enemy is a very valid tactic. Maybe if I was a bard, maybe if you were playing a bard in the game, but I don't think, all right, I don't want to judge, but I don't think anyone wants to seduce that. No one wants to seduce that, all right? Just say that, no. That's just a thing you do not want to seduce. Or that. Do not seduce the slime. Okay, so, for the thorn damage. Cleopatra agrees with me. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. Okay. Yeah, I think we're going to go with the thorn damage, or with the with the charge up. I want to seduce the barkeeper so I can get an extra damage potion in each round. Maybe I'll add something like that where, yeah, if you can seduce the barkeep, get an extra drink every time you go in there. That might be a good way to go. Okay. I also just realized I do not have Photoshop open either. Good freaking heavens, I am so out of sorts, and I am so sorry. What? Could not download Tomb of Vercilias 2 because you are not signed in or there's a problem setting up cloud documents. Cool, now Photoshop is having trouble. Okay, now it's connected? So help me, Adobe. If you break things, I will be very sad and mad and not happy at all. Okay, that opened up. We're good. What if we do open cloud documents? Want to open the TOV perk cards. All right. Good job, Photo. Good job. I'm proud of you. Very proud of you. All right. Well. What did we decide we were going to call this thing? Static charge? Yeah, static charge. If anyone wants it named after them, let me know. But yeah, so static charge, and then we will do the icons. So we got gauntlets. We're going to do static charge. Go. I believe static charge. Okay, so 22 pixels is the size of the icons, which is true. That is what we want. Awesome. So, static charge. I think what we're going to want to do is maybe if we do something like, let's grab white, and we'll do like, just kind of freehanding something. I don't know what it's going to look like totally, but something. Something will be freehanded and will work. There's a general rough idea. It's like a, I don't know, some kind of spark. Maybe. I want an enemy that is a watch wearing a wrist. Sounds terrifying. Sounds absolutely horrifying. I don't even know how I would draw that, though. Sounds like some very graphic idea. Oh wait, is this not centered? That would be why it doesn't seem right. That would do it. That would do it. All right, undo all of that. Is where are we at? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. That would do it. That would do it. All right. Crap. Go back out to 22. 10, 5. Okay. There we go. Now we got a good thing to work with here. And if anyone's got any different idea, let me know. I'm like trying to think of how I would even do like a spark static thing. I don't think this is. I don't think. Wait. Hang on. Can I use GIFs? Sadly not. I wish you could. I really wish you could. That would be nice to be able to do. What about an item called Double Daggers Archer Gloves? We could try something like that. Some Randev says it's gamering time. Welcome, some Randev. Since you're brand new and weren't here in the very beginning, I blamed you. I blamed you for the Twitch issues. I blame it on the fact that I was watching your stream and then my computer was like, well, if that's what a real streamer looks like, I don't want to start. I don't want to go. I don't want to do it. I don't know. It was very weird. It was very weird. And I'm still experiencing weird issues. I think it's just like an internet issue on my end, which really sucks. But, oh well. Oh well. But I caught the last few minutes of your stream, some Randev. I don't know why I didn't get the notification. It was very bizarre. I'm sure I'm going to get it in like the next hour or two. And yeah, it should be a good time. But yeah, hopefully it went well. I literally was coming up to like grab... I was coming up to fill this up with water, and then my wife was upstairs, and she was like, oh, can you pause this for me? And I was like, oh, sure. So I go over and pause her phone, and she's like, no, that's some Randev. I'm like, what? So, yeah, that was very, very sad. Very sad. Gamering makering time. It's time to make up a lore for Double Dagger's story. We could do that. We could do that. No one is safe from Twitch being twitchy. It really is very twitchy. I'm not a fan. It's okay. My phone never sends me any notifications. I don't know. Shut up. Y'all actually watch me. We do. It is an event. It is an event here in this household, I will say. So, it was a very rough month for September when you were not streaming. It was very sad. We were waiting. So very glad to see you're back. Glad to see your return. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea. How are we going to create an icon for this perk? I'm not quite sure what we're going to do. There's no way. I know that I was waiting. I don't know if I can't speak for my wife. I'm going to assume she was, but who knows? Randev is a cutie, pookie, cookie dough. It's true. It's true. SRD absolutely is. Eduardo, you are 100% correct. And that's coming from someone in Brazil, so you can take that to the bank. They know what they're talking about over there in Brazil. Okay, so static charge. Yeah, what can we do here? I can't handle these compliments. I'm going to melt. Thank you. All well deserved. The stream got weird. Maybe just a little bit. This stream has always been weird, let's be honest. This has always been a weird stream. So, here's what I'm kind of thinking. I want an icon that can represent static charge, but I also kind of want an icon that can change as you charge up. Because if the idea is you have to be hit like 2, 3, or 4 times before you actually do the damage, I want to actually have that be a thing. Let's see, Matthew Voris over on YouTube says, socks with electricity around them. That would be a good time. Oh my gosh, that is actually really funny. I think I might do that. Just for the hilarity of it. Matthew, absolutely love the idea. Thank you. It's double dagger time. Every time I see you say double dagger, I think like double dragon. For anyone who knows double dragon. This is probably the what? Thank you so much for the follow, TJD726. I appreciate that. Welcome, glad you're here. Just for the meme. It would be just for the meme, but it would be a funny meme. It would be a funny meme. Yeah. Now the question is, what color do we make the socks? Do we make them orange? Go with some orange socks, maybe. Make a balloon. It could be a balloon. Yeah, exactly. The static charge. Oh, if I was a better pixel artist. See, here's my problem though, is I don't know if I'd be able to do the socks justice. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to create socks and have it be like, oh yeah, that's a pair of socks. Like people are gonna be like, what is this? What is this? Oh, what is it? What is it? I don't know. Let's see. TJD says green. Oh, we could do green. We could do green. White socks with gray. Nobody else does green socks. That's true. Nobody else does green socks. And nobody does socks like this one. Not at all. Just average socks. Make a sock with a hole in it. I almost feel... Okay, let's see. Another word for socks. What is a fancy word for socks? Stocking? Hose? Hosiery? Anklet? Stocking? We could do stocking instead. We could do, stockings. Static charge stockings. That'd be kind of fun. Or we could do an anklet. But I kind of like the idea of doing socks though. Let's see here. Also, what do you use to make your game? That is a great question. So I am using RPG Maker MV to make the game. And this is currently what the game is looking like in engine. So as of right now, we've got our perk screen. The top. Oh, wait a minute. I just got a Twitch notification. Okay, all right. Seattle going live. Never mind. I was like, so help me, if this is the notification for some random, I'm gonna be like. Anyway, yeah. So RPG Maker MV is what we're using. This is the kind of the in-game stuff. So every time you start the game, kind of. There will be like a perk card selection screen when you start the game. When you start the level in the game, but as of right now, it's just when you start the game, you get it. And so anyways, yeah, so it'll randomly pick from different perk cards that give you, obviously, different perks. So there's buffs and debuffs with it. So like this one, for example, increases all of your damage +1, but it reduces your max HP by 4. These Gauntlets of Power make it so your blackjacks deal 3 times damage instead of 2 times damage, but there is a 2% chance that you will double draw when you're drawing cards. Kind of make it a little bit frustrating if it just ever so happens to randomly pick to draw double. But yeah, then once you get in the game, this is what the game looks like. So it's fun. It's fun. Yeah. Slowly but surely making progress on it, trying to get it finished. It has been a lot of work. There's a lot that has gone into it. I know that it doesn't look like much, but it has been quite a bit. Oh my gosh, so help me. If I cannot get this one, give me another ace. Dang it. I knew it was gonna happen. Anyway, yeah. So, and also, I'm assuming you're newer here. So yeah. So basically, it is a dungeon crawling roguelike RPG, where you play blackjack against monsters as the combat. And the general idea is you're navigating this randomly generated tomb. This tomb contains a wizard named Vercilias, and he has a bounty on his head, and you are trying to make it through the tomb to be able to get to Vercilias and get that bounty that's on his head. And, yeah, what we got. That is what we got so far. Just for the meme level, leave the color palette and get a picture of a real sock and shrink it down to the right pixels size. Maybe. Although it may actually help if I Google sock and we go images. It may actually be a good idea. It may behoove me to copy this image and then come over to Photoshop and paste the image. Now let's turn this into a smart object just so we're not completely destroyed. Oh my gosh. This thing is huge. Okay. Can't say that too loudly. It just sounds weird. Let's get that down to the right size. Something like, so if we go something like there, and then something like that-ish. I'll go with 22. Yeah. Now we've got like a rough general idea so we can actually kind of trace over it. And maybe that'll be a better way to go. Probably a better way to go. All right, so let's go to 22. There we go. Let's also turn gauntlets back on so I can get a idea. Okay, there we go. All right, perfect. Let's see here. So it's just a semi-realistic sock that does not fit in at all. I don't know if I'm gonna go quite that far with the meme, because I do want the game to be semi-serious. I do want a somewhat serious game, which is why I hesitate when we come up with like weird names, because I'm like, as much as I love it, I do want it to be a somewhat serious game. I don't want to go completely off the rails and be just absolutely nuts and crazy. RGB socks with a chance of getting it. Maybe. Making an item that is a color palette, but the name of it, the item is Microsoft Paint. You should add the death note. Add the death note. Let's see. I would like to use RPG Maker MV, but personally, used to Godot. That's fair. That's fair. Honestly, you can do a lot of really good things with Godot. So, yeah, don't. If you can use Godot, I would not recommend RPG Maker. I'm just saying, if you can use Godot, because for me, I just don't have the time to actually learn a new engine as of right now in my life. And so I'm like, you know what? I know RPG Maker. I'm going to keep using RPG Maker. Maybe eventually I will learn a new engine. But yeah, I appreciate that TG Day. TGD, not TG Day. Envy is the best engine in existence. That's why it costs $80. It's true. That's true. Some ran dev. That is 100% accurate. Now just keep the sock in. Let that sock in. No, we cannot let the sock in like this. The sock is indecent. It needs to be decent. It is indecent, and we must keep it from exposing itself. Too much exposure. All right, let me just do that really quick. I promise it'll still be good. I promise. It's gonna be fantastic. We just need to be slightly less off the rails crazy. But it just adds comedic relief. And as much as I love comedic relief, I do want it to be somewhat serious. We'll find other ways for comedic relief, right? Right. Let me do. Yeah, something like that. And then we'll grab some green. See, this is more of what I was envisioning when I was thinking the sock. Like, slightly more serious, but not super serious, you know? Whoop. Whoa. I don't know. Call it James Sock? I don't get it. I don't get that one. But also, you're adding a sock to the game. You can't intend this for this to be serious. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Matthew says, perfect use of free will as a developer. I would think a cliche sock would be white with stripes. Stocking is great because they are longer, which goes with it using it as a meter. True. You can have a dwarf enemy called Big-Sized Gremlin. I could do something like that. Call it half a pair of socks. Just, I don't know. I like the idea. Code 2319. Oh, that is true. That is very Code 2319-esque. But I mean, I don't know, artist. You are correct in that. You know, I am adding a sock, and if I'm intending it to be serious, adding a sock does kind of take away from that, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh. It's that very difficult line that I need to walk, where I'm like, I want it to be serious, but I also love ideas like this. I don't know. What about an item called oddly sized dice? Would that just be a giant dice? Or a really small dice? Like itty bitty teeny tiny? Something like that. Okay, alright, let's see, that's not what I want to do. Fantasy game charging icon. There's gotta be some inspiration out there, right? Maybe. I mean, there are some ideas here. Maybe Pixel. I don't want any of those. That is just literally just charging icons, and I don't want charging icons. Maybe, like, power up icon? Okay, all right. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of interesting things. Wouldn't all these sides be multiple die of various sizes? Ooh, that's a good point. I guess that's probably closer to what it would be, yeah. Static electricity is also associated with the key and the kite. True. Well, so originally kind of what I was thinking was like I don't know, like some kind of like burst, which is why I was drawing it the way that I was drawing it in the very beginning. Something like this. This is more of what I was kind of envisioning. Yeah, maybe something like that is more of what we want to do. Let's just get a little bit of dish. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's more of what I was envisioning. Okay. I love the sock. I absolutely love the sock. Matthew, I am so sorry. But, yes, as much as I want to have, like, absurdity and stuff like that in the game, I do have to keep it semi-serious. I know it doesn't have to be. I know it doesn't have to be. Oh no, that's just like yeah. Maybe we'll find another way to have that work out. Maybe. Make an enemy that uses a sock. It could be something like that. That is a good sock sprite. It's so silly. Thank you, some random. You skip my message. Wait. Call it Sans's sock. Just a nice Easter egg right there. That would be fun. That would be a good time. Also, I am so sorry that I skipped over your message. That is my bad. Make an item called Lucky Becca's Unlucky Coin. That doesn't look like sock at all. Not even close. Not even close. Are you stealing sprites? Shh, quiet. I mean, wait, do I not have it? Oh, here we go. Wait, did that not work? Crap, that didn't work. You mean, am I stealing sprites? Maybe. Maybe I am. But maybe I'm not.
Bread.
But maybe just a little bit. No, I'm using it for inspiration. Inspiration is where I'm going. Not stealing. Inspiring is my intent with this. All right, so let's do this. So if we do a little bit of, I'll go across like that. And then what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go to there. And then we'll do a little bit of like that, and a little bit like that. Yeah. And then we'll get a little bit darker. How about this? Let's get the actual shape of it, and then I will figure out the coloring scheme. Yeah. We'll go up almost all the way to the top. Let's see. We might as well go all the way to the top. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see here. Zachary Sinclair says, make it a golden sock. Magic. You could do something like that. Also, welcome. Glad you're here. I agree that theme and tone are important, so it's maybe best to default to consistency. Yeah. Yeah. I do like the whimsy. Like, when I said that I like it, I legitimately did. But, yeah, the tone, I feel like, is something that I do, unfortunately, need to stick with. If I don't know. I'm trying to decide, like, how I would make it work. But it's yeah, the rest of the game, the tone that I'm going for is just not quite that, and so I'm like, it's difficult, right? It is very difficult. So, I might be able to find some way. So here's the thing, like, there is going to be some absurdity to the game, or like a randomness to it. But it's like that very fine line of like, gotta tread carefully kind of thing, you know? Okay, let's see here. So let's widen this a little bit. And then right around here, we'll widen it some more. This guy right here. How do you widen something like this? You just kind of stick with going like that? That seems weird. Yeah, because if I do something like that, I guess it kind of works. And then maybe right around here, I'll have it go out again. That doesn't seem right. All right, what if we do something like this? We will start here, and then we'll come down. Oh, wait, oh, that's why. That would do it. All right, so we'll start right here. Come down to like here-ish, 2 above. And we'll go down 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3. Come up to here. Dang it! Thought I turned off anti-aliasing. Alright, come down. We got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Yeah, that kind of gets it a little bit more, let's see. Matthew says you could do 2 separate lines that outline our the shape and then fill it in. Oh, yeah, I'm doing it. Yeah, that's my bad. Took me a little bit of time. I am so sorry. Are you stealing sprites? An enemy that is a living armor, but it's actually just a sock with a life gem. Eduardo, where are you coming up with all these? Vine boom overlap noises. It's true. Oh, that's right. Sorry. That just starts it and stops it. I thought that I could do, like, double things. I need to adjust that. Make a lightning arrow. Do something like that instead. Now we need an item called Sacred Sprout. Wait, I think I'm missing the reference. What is Sacred Sprout? It's just the Sprout's logo ascending to heaven. Sprout! I still don't get it. What is Sprouts? Okay, so now if we grab this, copy paste, and then we flip this. Go. Okay. Now, what do we need to do? We need to get the lighting right. So I think the lighting is going to be the next thing that we need to actually get on here to get it look just right. So, I think we can get rid of that for now. Because now we can just kind of go off of feel and how it should feel, you know? So maybe if we have, like, the center point, the hottest point be... Well, no, let's do this. Let's do this. We're going to fill in this thing with purple. Or maybe we do white. Let's do white, and then we'll fill it in with the stuff here. All right, something like that. Sprouts is a store. Wait. Yeah, I'm Brazilian. No Sprouts in Brazil. What about a cracked lightning orb? You do something like that. So then, Eduardo, what are you meaning by Sprouts? Oh, just the plant sprout. Oh, that makes more sense. That's okay. Sprouts sucks anyway. It's way too expensive. Yeah, any place named Sprouts is going to be way too expensive. All right, then let's tone down the heat of it just a little bit. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, something like that. Then just a little bit less. All right, and then let's come down to here, to there. It's not quite right. I think. Yeah. It's not quite right. I think what needs to happen is you need to go up to there. Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so that is the darkest we've gone so far, so let's go to here. That. Right. Go. Now, are we able to switch to this? And if we go one darker on the... I think so. I think so. Yeah, so if we do something like that, that, so then we do you. We go one darker. Go another darker. Another darker. Oh, crap. Forgot about that side. There we go. And another darker. 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 There we go. There's not really enough of a, like, transitionary... Okay, so let's do this. So we're gonna go yellow, yellow, and then the next darker yellow is going to be that orange. And then you. There we go. And then... I guess that's fine. They're going yellow to orange to red. Yeah, that's how it should go. Yellow to orange to red. Let's do this. So all the way here at the very end, we go with the darkest red. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So can we just not go to like the lightest red? Maybe that's the problem. Then as soon as we have to switch to the orange, then we've got a problem. Kind of. Should be all right. So maybe do we just need to go with a darker yellow before we transition to the orange? Ooh. Well, actually, I kind of like that one. So I think we need 3 tones of orange, or 3 tones of yellow, 2 tones of orange, and then the rest red. Okay, yeah. So we need to go you, and then orange, orange, and then all the rest of the reds. Okay. All right. I think yes. I think that looks good for like hottest part to cooling down. I think that should be good. Let's see here. In my opinion, a moon-shaped cracked lightning orb would be a good fit. I mean, that would be a pretty good fit, I would say. Let's see. A new hand touches the beacon. Me when I don't get pizza for dinner for the 10th time in a row. Off to bed I go. Have a good night, everyone. Eduardo, appreciate you being here. Hope you have an absolutely fantastic rest of your evening. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you on the next one. Let's see. Matt over on YouTube says, let's see. Could you dither instead of running a linear gradient? That would help with transitions. True. We could do a little bit more dithering. I probably do need to do that. The only problem For me anyway, and I know that's not necessarily a problem for someone who is like, you know, knows what they're doing, but the problem for me is just the shape of it is just a little bit weird, and so I'm trying to get it right. Yeah, it just is a weird shape, you know. I feel like most anybody else could probably get it. I'm just I should do dithering for shade. Yeah, I probably should. I should figure something out for that, honestly. So let's do this. Let's do... Yeah, what I need to do is, like, keep going with, like, the general shape. It's a general shape, something like this. Something like that. And then maybe some of these, I won't necessarily connect all of them to darker yellow. Just some. Then we transition to the orange. Now, this shade of orange, I feel like, should be everywhere. Yeah. Go. Okay. We switch over to the red. Let's go with the lighter red again. Kind of go with the centers in here. Okay, then the darker as we go up. I don't know, maybe even have this go up even higher. I think we maybe need just a little bit more of like the intense heat going on, you know? Then we start coming off of it. Then over here we've already started to come off of it. So we go all the way up there, and then we transition to that color. Let's just make sure, like, here at the end, we're getting this right shade of... Oh. Yeah, something like that. So yes, then here at the very ends, we want to get that... Okay, yeah, the red we need less red. We need more intense heat, you know? I think we do the yellow still up in here. And then we swap this out for orange. Maybe even the yellow. Maybe orange. No. No. That's fine. That's fine. Then the orange here. Then we kind of drop it down. And then the red. Mixed around with that red. Okay, so this orange. Excuse me. Orange feels a little bit out of place. Okay, so if we go with the darkest yellow, kind of put around this orange here. Oh, that's not what we want. Okay, all right. Let's see, Matthew says 07. I don't know if that's you heading out, but 07 to you as well, Matthew. Let's see. Unknown Artist says, I will probably be back later. I want to go watch Death Note now. No worries at all. No worries. Fairly says, Moonwood creates an explosion and destroys the entire game. No. I knew it was going to happen. It's only a matter of time. Well, I mean, if this was a good explosion, I'd be maybe a little bit more worried about it. But this is not a good explosion. Not yet, anyway. We're still working on it. We're still going to get there. Maybe. Yeah, I almost feel like we have too much red going on here. We need to reduce that. Let's go to that, and then we go the lighter orange and the darker orange. Then we do you. Okay. All right. That feels a little bit better. Yeah. That feels a bit better. Matthew says, I was waving to Unknown Artist. Oh, no worries then. No worries. I was going to feel bad if that was you, like, giving an 07 and then you were out and I didn't say anything. Still enjoying the stream? Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate you being here. It has definitely been an odd stream, that's for sure. A little bit different than usual. A little bit more crazy. A little more weird. But it's coming along, though. It's coming along. Also, well, no, that latency is still pretty bad. That's like almost 3 seconds of latency. Oh well. Oh well. All right. I feel like that's actually feeling okay. I mean, it's not as good as this other one that I referenced. Obviously. But I feel like it's close enough. I feel like it's good enough. There's one thing, though, that I just realized that mine is probably missing. And that is just having some random... I guess technically it would be... Whoops. Wouldn't it be... This... This... This? But not quite. Nah. So, now I have to decide. Static charge. I think that's fine. I think the concept of static charge should be more than enough. Yeah. I think that should be alright. Static charge. Cool. Good enough. Good enough. Alright, we're going to save this as... We're going to save this to downloads, Tomb of Vercilias, images, pictures. Save it as a PNG, and this is going to be the perk card. Oh, these aren't sorted by name. Okay. I was like, where did perk card 5 go? Perk card 6. Go. Now, here's the one thing that I'm nervous about. Resizing this thing. Because... oh, I gotta make this icon smaller now. Crap. Let's come over to here. Refresh. Perk icon 6. Let's resize this back up to 400%. Save that. Okay. Now, new... 188 pixels. Okay. What size is the icon supposed to be again? They are supposed to be 56 by 56. So that would be, it was what, 16 by 16? Yeah. What if we just try this? Is this going to make it look absolutely horrible? It's not too bad, actually. It could have been a lot worse. I will say that. I think it needs just like a little bit of touching up here and there. Like very little, actually. Because, like, yeah, it's lost some of its stuff. Kind of... I don't know why. For some reason, in my head, I see this as being like the head. There's like a head here. And the dude's just sitting here just giving you the middle finger. Both hands. Guy's aggressive. Let's get rid of those. Okay, I think that actually should be decent now. Let's do canvas size. Let's reduce 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Right, and then we're going to resize you back up to 400%. Wait. You're 56. Oh my gosh, you have to be 14 pixels. Crap. Even smaller. We're going to lose even more detail. Although, not gonna lie, that almost actually kind of oddly makes it even better. Kind of. Let's copy that side. Delete that side. Whoa. Not what we want. We want to replicate that whole thing. Flip it. You are... oh, okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, that's all right. Now we need to do 8 pixels down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 8. And then we resize this back up 400%. 56. Let's save this as PNG. It's going to be the perk icon 6. Cool. And then if we come back over here to RPG Maker, come over to not here. I'm gonna go to the dungeon to level select. Nope, level select a spellbook. That's the one I want. Okay, what do we need to adjust in here? It is 1 through 6 now. 1 through 6. Everything else in there should be fine. You're all correct. Cool. Then in here, I think this is all correct. I don't think we changed anything in here yet. Biggest thing we need to change though is in here. We're gonna go to common. Nope, yeah, common events, tooltips. And this one's going to be called Static Charge. This if you are equal to 6. Go. Static Charge. Okay, so the exact stats. So we need a buff and a debuff. The buff is going to be I do still really like the whole every X number of hits. I don't know, maybe this isn't even quite right. Oh wait, Matthew said the middle can be a little thicker than the original. Oh, I'm assuming you probably sent that before I widened it. I'm assuming. Because yeah, it was only like 1 pixel thick. And then I was like, oh wait, that's not quite square. Oh no. Oh no, wait. Which is saying the bitrate is unstable. Crap. What is happening? Twitch, are you still here? Are people still here on Twitch? What is happening? Crap. Twitch, come back. Twitch is fine. I don't know why I'd say saying it's unstable. I'm going to hope and assume that it still is stable. I hope. Fingers crossed. If it starts getting crazy, let me know. All right. Yeah, I almost wonder. So with static charge, maybe instead of static charge, what if we have some very specific elemental charges? So it could be, so instead of static charge, it'd be something like pyro charge. Oh, and there goes that one. Refresh that. There we go. Yeah, so here's kind of my thought is what if instead a therno charge, something like that. Yeah. So here's kind of what I'm thinking. So we could have like the specific elemental charge. So it'd be like a because we've got pyro, geo, hydro, and necro. So this could be like the pyro charge. And it could be specifically like, you know, every time, like whenever you use, I don't want it to just be increasing your attack damage because we already have things like that. So I'd want it to be something to the extent of, you know, when you use a pyro attack. Trying to think of how to like make it interesting. It could be something like when you use a pyro attack, I don't know, it like charges you up in some pyro way. I'm trying to decide if it like will kind of power you up, or if it'll power your pyro spell up. So here's the other thing. As of right now, the enemies aren't doing really any elemental damage. I mean, like, they are, but they aren't. So we could have it be... Because here's the other thing that I'm thinking right now, is we could have these charges to, like, charge up your attacks. But I don't want it to be something along the lines of, you know, like, oh, the more consecutive pyro attacks you do, you know, the more multiplier you get. Because you can't really choose what cards you're drawing. So yeah, so I don't want to base it off of that. I may have to go back to the drawing board on this one for the charges. Pyro charge inflicts extra damage, and like, I mean, like, we can do something like that. The problem is like, so we do have some perks that kind of do that. Slows or freezes them. Yeah. So the thing is, like, we do have, and maybe this could be specifically, it is just increasing your pyro damage. Maybe it could just be something as simple as that. Yeah, the pyro charge, it does extra pyro damage. Yeah. Yeah, I might do something like that. Yeah, let's do, pyro charge. Pyro charge. So this is going to be perk card number. This is going to be perk card number 7. So this is going to be something different than the one we just made, because, and I will kind of talk about this in just a second. So I still do want the thorn damage. Okay, so let's pull up the perk card 7. Resize this. This is going to be the pyro charge. So let's increase that to 400%. Save that. There we go. So that is the pyro charge. But I think what we're going to do is I want to, for the damage, I think what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to do, I don't know, something like just like thorn armor. Something like that. Yeah, thorn armor. And then this one, it's not necessarily that it's going to be charging. It is just, it's thorn armor. The enemy attacks you, they take damage, that kind of thing. Gotta remember to make basic stat changing cards. True. Yeah, and we are gonna need that. Honestly, like, I feel like I'm doing some of like the bigger ones here on stream, and then I feel like off stream is when I'm gonna need to go in and do like the more basic, not as interesting ones. Where yeah, like some are just adjusting your base stats. More the like do stuff to your health, your defense, and all that stuff. Yeah, we definitely do want to have ones like that. And then I also do want to add cards where they're not necessarily perk cards, but they are consumable cards, where it's like you consume them and they will restore 25% of your HP, 35% of your HP, something like that. So I will need to add those. They're going to be not as interesting of cards, and so I will need to add them, but I'm like, I don't know if I necessarily am going to do that on stream. I could. But yeah, kind of my thought. All right, so let's do this then. So we want to do fantasy game, armor icon. Yeah, something kind of like those. So let's pull this up again. This is what I'm going to call pyro charge. Go. Then thorn armor. I guess we could also do, we could call it like thorny armor. I don't know, maybe. If anyone has a better idea for the name, let me know. But thorny armor, there we go. We'll go with that one for now. All right, so the icon is going to be 22 by 22. Okay. Trying to get like a general rough potential idea. Yeah, that was not too bad looking. Yeah, something like that. So let's do, let's just get the general outline for the armor. Something like, okay, that is not quite right. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I do want to have slightly more room. What if we just do? What if we just do one side and then I replicate it? That might be the better way to go. All right. So now we do. Yeah. Shoulder feels a little bit weird, though. Maybe we just have this come up just a little bit. Whoop, just a little bit more. There. Still not quite. Let's see. Duplicate that. Flip it. So that doesn't feel quite right. Okay. Move that up. Let's kind of make this shoulder just a little bit more inward. Kind of bring this out just a little bit more. Maybe it needs to be further down. Maybe. I don't know. It should be spiked pauldrons. Spiked pauldrons. What's a pauldron? Oh, like the thing up here. Okay, all right. Do something little something like this. Let's see, we can go up to there. Yeah, something like that. That's still 22? No. Okay, now that's looking like a weird head. Yeah, like the hair here, face, the neck. Okay. Maybe we need... something like this. That helps a bit. Kind of adds like the I don't know, side protection bracer things. So I feel like maybe this is like the issue here. What if we move this up higher? Maybe these are too low now. Maybe. All right. Inspiration. I need to pull you up. Let's, What do we got? What do we got for inspiration? Fantasy game. Breastplate icon. Whew. Now, there's a breastplate. It's a pretty extreme looking breastplate. A lot of abs on that thing. That's too simple. I don't know if I want to base it off of that. That's just Minecraft armor. We're not going to go with that one. Maybe something like that. Do something like that. Copy. Yeah, if we could just make something kind of similar to that, I think that might be all right. Maybe. Yeah, sure. Why not? All right, there's the inspiration. So, yeah, let's, it was kind of coming along, but that it just kind of fell apart after a while. Okay, so let's do this, and let's just kind of see if we can get like a rough outline kind of matching this. So if we do, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that more centered? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. Yep, that's centered all right. Okay, so we get something like that, and then we want to come up. Maybe even like we do a little bit more like that. Up, and then this is going to come down. Maybe we don't want to go that high up. Gonna go like 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe just 3. I'm really trying to avoid looking too much. Now it looks like a giant nose. All right, trust the process. Trust the process. All right, so if we do something like this, so it comes up, and maybe even do something like this. It comes up 1. We kind of go across like that. We go up, and then we start coming out. Maybe out 1 more. Maybe kind of go over and then up, up, up. Up, up, up. Maybe we go up, then we kind of go up like that. And back down. Yeah, something like that. Then we want to make sure that we get these guys on here. But maybe we do it seems very that's close enough. Close enough. Okay, I think that gets us a good general shape. We want to do let's do like a dark orange. Darker orange for the outlines. And then we'll probably swap out those tops with a different color. Just to like really highlight the whole spikiness of it, you know? Okay. Let's see. So if we do something like that. So if we want to do kind of the general same idea, so we would do you, you, and then you. And kind of same thing. All right, so let's do right here. This is going to be the line across. We can even do the same. Maybe not even doing that there. Yeah, it should be fine. Okay, so we do want to have though like the actual breastplate of the armor though. We do want to do that. That's gonna be... Oh. How did that happen? Crap. Okay, I think that's the only problem there. Pretty sure. Okay. Whew. I was really worried there for a second. I thought we had, like, messed up big time. Okay. Let's go with a darker on the top, or a darker on, like, the main part. That should be all right. Okay. Yeah. This is rough with such a limited color palette. Like, I almost can't use any kind of reference as far as shading goes because it just falls apart so quickly. Like, this is already... Yeah, man, Ooh. So if we do... this to kind of get, like, general shapes and outlines. And some more shading. A little bit more shading. Then we can use the slightly... well, so then we can do this. Maybe not quite that dark of red. Just to kind of separate this a little bit more, you know? Okay, okay. Yeah, I think we just need to get rid of that now and just do our best, lighting-wise. Okay. It's getting there. It's getting there. Huh. Oh man. Yeah, I mean it's not the best thing in the world. It's not the worst. It's not the best, though. Or, fairly, were you meaning the name of it should be spiked pauldrons. Is that what you were meaning? Is we should have the name of it be that? Instead of thorned armor? So we could do that instead. Spiked pauldrons? Now, if that's the case, I will need to redo this. So, and if we were to do that, I don't know how I would... Fantasy pauldrons. Okay. So if we were to do this, I could swap it up just a little bit. So, right now, that is the thorned armor. Or spiked pauldrons. Hide the thorned armor. Let's get this color palette back in here. Go up to 22 by 22 again. Go. Okay. So if we were to do that, let's get some reference images for pauldrons. Pauldrons. Like there's this. Which is okay. I definitely have to spike it up a bit. Could also do something more like this, where it's just like a single shoulder. Yeah, do like a single shoulder pauldron. So if we do something like that, let's get the outline again. I think probably what we would do is something along the lines of... we want it to be pokey, right? This would kind of be like the actual shoulder piece here. And then if we were to do kind of like how it was in this image, where it's like a belt coming down. I don't know if it's necessarily going to be anything like you could... It's difficult. What if we do pixel? What are other people doing to like make it look good in pixel art? Okay. I mean, I can see it. I can see it. Okay, so if we were to do something like that, we would need to do. Let's see. General shape would be something like this. So it's let's do this. Copy the image. Paste the image. Wow, that's big. Width, let's go with 22. Okay. So roughly something like that. 22. Got a couple across. Kind of starts coming down. Somewhere like that. Start coming down. Slowing down the angle. Kind of start increasing that angle just a little bit more. Do one more up like that. Yeah. But if we want to do... Nope. Kind of down like that. We need to follow roughly the same path, except for right there. Kind of starts coming in. Angles up to there. Okay. Then we want to have the strap here. Pop out. Some that. Okay. That should be like the rough general shape. So let's grab that. Okay. Let's see if we can not just completely destroy this thing with lighting and stuff. First and foremost, I feel like the strap is going to probably be like the easiest thing to manage, you know? Unknown says, I'm back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I wasn't sure if you were going to be back before I stopped the stream because I was thinking about ending it early because I was like, it was just like such a rough start. I think I might make it most of the way at least. All right, well, it's not a good looking strap, but it's also not a bad looking strap. Is there anything on here to kind of indicate? Not really. Oh, well, that's fine. That should be fine. That's fine for now. Seems like you have less viewers than usual. Yeah, it's, kind of goes up and down. And this has just been a, kind of a down week, honestly. Yeah, I would say, because, yeah, usually on average, there's, like, I don't know, 10 to 12 on YouTube, and then, like, 20-ish on Twitch. Yeah, definitely kind of has been going up and down. We're just kind of in, like, a downward trend right now. But I'm not necessarily doing this to, like, get big or famous. I'm just kind of doing it to make the game, stream it, and if people watch, great. If not, totally fine too. Okay. Kind of want to keep this up just for like lighting reference though. So, yeah, so as far as like lighting goes though, it's definitely going to be something more along the lines of this. There's kind of like the blown out highlight part. Kind of follows that same direction here. I stream to get big and famous. That's fair. That's fair. Hey, and if that's the goal, like, more power to you. Yeah, not saying that, like, if I were to, like, get big and famous while streaming, not saying that I would say no, but, you know, not exactly the intention of the streaming for me, anyway. It's just to, get the game out there and, see if people will hopefully see the stream and be interested in the game. And if not, yeah, that's fine, man. Okay. How? Crap. Kind of running out of colors here. I was just joking I stream because it's fun, but I wouldn't turn down the opportunity to be famous. True. As long as you're having fun, that is half the battle. Yeah, I feel like most people, if they were like, you know, basically anyone that's like, oh, you know, I stream for the fun of it, I stream just to have a good time. Like, there's not a single person out there, basically, that if somehow, somewhere, some why, like, 1 million people started tuning in to watch them, no one's gonna be like, I didn't start doing this for this, I'm out of here. Like, everyone, they would all be like, well, I will take it. And that's fine. That is totally understandable. Yeah, I am the exact same. It's like, you know what? I'm doing this to make my game, have fun while doing it, hang out with people, chat a little bit. But, you know, and then if for some reason, somehow, it were to turn into something crazier, I'm not going to say no. Not exactly what I'm aiming for, you know? Okay, that helps a bit. I almost wonder, do I need to, yeah, probably. Now, I need to get the actual spikes on here. JRPGs means Japanese RPG, right? Yes. Yep. Yeah. Japanese RPG. So does CRPG mean Chinese RPG? No. So CRPG stands for computer role-playing game. I'm like 99% sure. What does CRPG mean? Okay, yeah, computer role-playing game. I was like, this is going to be really embarrassing if I have thought it has meant one thing this whole time, and it has meant something completely different. Well, that's not confusing at all. Yeah, it's a little bit weird to have JRPG mean Japanese RPG, and then yeah, CRPG be computer role-playing game. I don't make the rules. I just enforce them. What if we add a little bit, like a splash of color, maybe? Whoop. Oh, that's why. Yeah, what if we make this darker gray part like a dark green? I don't know, maybe. Well, but then I feel like I have to make this whole thing that, you know? Like, I don't know, maybe that's not the worst thing in the world. I don't know about that. No. What am I doing with my life? What am I doing? No. We're not making it green. We're not making it green. It needs to be metal. Okay, yeah. There we go. Something like that. Now, we need to make the actual spikes themselves. Now the spikes, let's make red just to make them stand out. That's going to be something like, get the, like, actual shape of them like this or something. Wow, that looks bad. That's not awful. Yeah, something like that. Let's see. Mosta! Welcome. Glad you're here. How's life going for you? How's your week so far? Let's see, been doing good. I'm well, thank you. Just wanted to make sure I dropped my lurkies. I appreciate that, Mosta. Yeah, it was a rough beginning of the stream, so I'm glad that you're here with the lurkies. So thank you, I appreciate that. That should be all right. Week's okay, acceptable. Always better when you're on screen. That's fair. It is pretty nice. It's a good time. Yes, I lurk now. Work. No worries at all. I appreciate the lurk. Thank you. Okay, so So how are we going to do these? We could do something like this. I kind of don't want them to be the exact same color, though, you know? If they're the same color, kind of makes it difficult to actually see where they are, you know? So maybe red. Maybe we do them in red. Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Now, what if... Hear me out. What if we do something like this? Where now we also put some kind of, like, shape around these things. And I kind of, like, really highlight their position, you know? It's not the worst. No. I don't think we want to do a highlight. maybe to make it even darker. Nope. We're just gonna have him be on there. There we go. There we go. Yeah, we'll just have him be just right there attached to the pauldron. I think that's fine. I think that's all right. Oh, unknown artist. With the D20s and the D1s. That does look pretty cool, though. I do like it. Okay. Do we feel like this is good? Enough. Good enough. I think so. I think it's good enough for now. What? Now we got some Minecraft. I will say, though, I'm not a huge fan of how this turned out. Oh, whoops. There we go. Okay, so we've got the spikes, we've got the shading, like the actual lighting itself. Yeah, all right, there we go. Yeah, so we went from that, the shading, the spikes. I feel like that should be good. Spiked pauldron. Ah, Twitch! Okay, I'm done now. Say as much as you want. No one's holding you back. I like it. The shading looks good. Thank you. I appreciate that on our artist. It's yeah, it's hard. It's like I look at it and I see some things and I'm like, I don't know about that. Then I'm also like, I don't know how I would change it, you know? Yeah, I think it's fine. Yeah, it's all right. The one thing I do think I'm going to do, though, is I do need to change the strap a little bit. The strap is one that I do know that I'm not a huge fan. That one's easy enough for me to tell. We'll just fill the whole thing in, and then we'll go up to, like, here or something. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I think the only other thing we could potentially do here is if we got, like, rid of some of the strap, you know? Sure, why not? Why not? Plorp, glorp, glorp, gloves. Door hinge. The abyss that stares back and shows only death and destruction that we doomed ourselves to. Orange. Yeah, it kind of is orange and not brown, huh? Once it gets a little bit too bright, it does turn into orange. Oh well. Gotta do what you can. Gotta do what you can with the color palette you got. No, I think it's gotta remain that dark gray. Okay, well then, there we go. Yeah. That's probably, yeah. Now that I'm looking at it from like a further distance away, it almost kind of looks like it's like a ring. It's fine. It's spiked pauldrons. We'll just say spiked pauldron, though, because it's not two, there's just one. Spiked pauldron. Yeah. All right. Well, I think the only other thing now is we need to adjust the card. Add a little bit of extra stuff to it. Change up the rips and the tears and the scratches and things. I think what we're gonna do is we're going to do like a really nice, just big tear right down, just like a there we go, and then like a yeah, a nice big tear. There we go. And I believe what we want to do is we want to do a little bit of this. You go on top. Yeah. Just super ripped. Can I get a card now, maybe? Absolutely. Absolutely. What is a pauldron? I had to Google it because I wasn't 100% sure. So a pauldron is, it's basically just, it's shoulder armor. So, you know, so I gotta try to pull this up. So yeah, so basically like, so this thing right here, this would be a pauldron. This is actually a spiked pauldron. Basically exactly like this one is. Just, you know, cooler looking. Yeah, so pauldron, yeah, it's just like, yeah, shoulder armor that goes on here. So yeah, so this stuff right here. This thing right here. Yeah, that's a pauldron. Apparently. Apparently. I did have to Google it because I was like, what? Nick, welcome. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. How is your week going so far? How you doing? But yeah, unknown artist. Is there any particular kind of card that you would like? Or is there, do you want this one? Do you want, you know, whatever you feel like you would maybe want. Or if you want to make one completely your own, I'm totally fine with that too. So yeah, just let me know. Yeah, so if you've got like an idea for like the item that you want, the name of it, the stats, I will say I do maintain final authorization. So as much as I want to say, you can have and do whatever you would like, whatever you would like within reason. There will be maybe I may have to be like, let's tone it down a little bit potentially. Let's kind of go a little bit further down. Yeah, something like that. Let's give it the outline. And then the highlight. Or the low light, I guess it would be. Nick says, I woke up at 6 to get ready, and then go 7 minutes for a bus station. And 30 minutes by bus to my father's job. Good heavens, that's a lot of traveling very early in the morning. Maybe some kind of easel, the art thing. I don't know how to spell good, because it fits my name. That's fair. That's fair. We could do some kind of easel, some kind of paintbrush or something artist related. I'm assuming would be something you would like. Now I'm going to school. I have to be there by 9. It's 1.5, so 1.5 hours. Good heavens, Nick. I salute you. That is a lot. So early in the morning. It's that does not sound fun. Not at all. I do not envy you. That is for sure. But I do salute you, and I respect you. You're doing great. All right, so that is all good to go. Now let's do. I just want to make sure. Come over here to the icons, to the gauntlets. Wait, is the pauldron not actually? Huh. Okay, well, that's fun. Well, I'm not about to go and resize this whole thing, so I Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Never mind, I think we're good. I think we're all right. Yeah, so this... So it is the width. Almost. Yeah, so it is the width, and then it's just like 1 pixel too low. Nah, that's fine. That's all right. It doesn't need to take up the whole space every single time. All right, now let's add the shadow really quick. Goes all the way around. Yeah. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. The glove wears armor. Oh, that's true. The glove was wearing armor, wasn't it? A good old, oh yeah, turn the gloves into spiked gloves. Spiked armored gloves. Good way to go. Yeah, this thorned armor did not turn out as well as the spiked pauldrons did it? Oh well, you live and learn. You live and learn. Okay, so yeah, the spiked pauldron should be good. Let's save this as, let's come over here to on your computer. Nope, save on my computer. Let's change this to PNG. Call this the perk card 6, perk card 6. Go. Now, the part that I didn't really think about. This is gonna be the fun part. The icon. Perk icon 6. Add up. And we need to resize that down to 25%, so 14 pixels. So, just out of curiosity, what happens if I just resize this down to that? Not good. Not good is what happens. All right, let's go canvas size. Let's increase this to be like, I don't know, 30 by 30. Maybe slightly more. 50 by 50. There we go. Now I've got good reference. What? Oh boy. I mean, it sounds like you know what you're talking about then. I may have to do something like that. There's nothing quite like having a whole bunch of pay to win and microtransactions in a game. So there we go. There we go. I think that's what we got to do. I think you're onto something there. Just don't tell anybody else, because I feel like this is something that could maybe get out of hand just a little bit, and we want to make sure that it doesn't get out of hand too much. So yeah, let's just keep that between the two of us, and yeah, we'll make bank. Kind of working, kind of not. I don't know. This is gonna be a tough one because the pauldron was already extremely small pixel scale wise, and now I'm having to like redo it even smaller. Maybe if I do this. And from here we'll go with a 14 by 14. So what if we just take that and clean it up more? Like, what if we do that? Yeah, we could just... Oops. Yeah, I can't even move this like 1 pixel. I guess that kind of works. Yeah, that kind of works. Kind of works. Not pay to win, pay to play. Pay to live. Today at 1 p.m., I'm saying a poem dressed up as Adam Mikiewicz at school. I don't know who Adam Mikiewicz is, but I believe in you. You got this. You got this. Normal day. No, only from my class is dressing up. I don't know, that sounds like a pretty normal day to me. Adam, make a wish. I still don't know who that is. Wait. Oh, he's a Polish poet and dramatist. Huh. Adam Bernard Mikowish was a Polish poet, dramatist, essayist, publicist, translator, and political activist. He's regarded as a national poet of Poland. Oh, that's kind of cool. Holy smokes! 1798 to 1855. Man, good times. Good times. He kind of looks a lot like Beethoven. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Oh, the pronunciation. Yeah. So it's, so Adam Mikiewicz, Mikiewicz, something like that. Like the foundation that gives stuff to bald children. Exactly. He's a patron of my high school. That is really cool. I do like that. That is a lot. That is a lot. That is really cool, though. I do like that. Well, good luck today. I'm sure you're going to absolutely just... You're going to kill it. In a good way. In a very good way. In the best of ways, you are going to kill it. I love killing. Hold up now. Hold up. Maybe this is not the best analogy to use. You're gonna do great at school today. Yeah, that's the way I'm meaning to go with that. All right, I think that should be all right. Let's actually do this. Let's do you, and then we're gonna grab you and move you down to here. Then we're gonna grab you and move you up over to here. That just feels better. I don't know why, but it feels slightly better. Maybe more like that. Yeah. Yeah. Something like that. Maybe we get rid of that altogether. There we go. There we go. Okay, so yes, the redrawing of that was not ideal. Not ideal. Oops. Center that and center you. Rid of you, and then we are going to resize you, the canvas, back down to 14 by 14. Yep. And then we resize that back up by 400%. Perk icon 6, we can just save that, correct? Perk icon 6. Yes. Save that, perk icon 6. Refresh. Perk. There we go. So now, perk card. Oh, actually, we need to resize perk card 6. 400%. Save that. All right. Yeah, so now we've got the spiked pauldron, pyro charge, which we will eventually make the pyro charge work. So, spiked pauldron. Let's come over here, and we're gonna say 6. Let's actually do this. Let's come over here, and you're gonna pick 1 through 7. So number 7. Have fun killing at school today. Whoa, now. Hold up now. Hold up now. Nick says CDN Discord. Oh, wait, is this a link to Discord? Oh, it's all of the icons. Ooh. Very nice. Yeah, I like those. Wait. You know why White House is called like that? Coca-Cola powder. What? Wait, I don't get it. Oh, that kind of powder. That kind of powder. The white powder. Okay, I get what you mean now. I get what you mean now. I like it. All right, so spiked pauldron. So the spiked pauldron is not necessarily... Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The bad Coca-Cola powder. Depending on how you look at it. So this one's kind of difficult, though. Because you're not even necessarily... You're not even necessarily... I mean, I guess you kind of are. You kind of are. Yes, let's do... So I want to say something along the lines of, like, spike damage, but that's a lot to fit in such a small space. We could say... I mean, I guess we could do, like, spike DMG +1. And then I'm kind of thinking, if you're wearing armor, it's going to make your vitality... Not your vitality, your dexterity go down. So, dex -1. All right, and this will be something along the lines of... this heavy armor will protect you. Not protect you. This heavy armor will... cause your enemies to take damage when they strike you, but is cumbersome. How do you spell cumbersome? I don't even know now. Cumbersome. All right, cool. I did spell it right. I'm horrible at spelling, but at least I spelled it right. Okay, cool. This heavy armor will cause your enemies to take damage when they strike you, but is cumbersome. Cool. you in the thumbnail. That kind of is me in the thumbnail, isn't it? Basically exactly like that every single time. It doesn't seem to be working super well, so maybe I should switch it up a bit. So now for the buff stat. How are we going to do this? We needed to say yeah, how are we going to do this? I guess we need to create a variable. Hey, good old cake. The perk stat prereq. I'm gonna say spike damage. Set you to be 1. I mean, not that we're doing it there, but something like that. So yeah, so that's that. And then over here, we're going to have the perk stat mod. Perk stat mod, spike damage. So I believe we want to do the prereq. Right? Because of spike damage plus 1. So we want to say whatever the player's spike damage, which would be 677. So not that. Plus carrot. And then plus, this would be, again, 677. Plus 694. Or just 677 plus 1. Plus 1. Yes, we can take you out of those parentheses. Also, set you to 1. Go. Okay. Oh, boy. Wait, are you actually hearing that now? No audio? Yeah. I don't know why it's not working on Twitch for some reason tonight. The whole stream is just kind of limping on something. It's limp and that's all right. Yeah, no text to speech. It's playing on YouTube, so that's a good time. Yeah, over on Twitch, I don't know why. I'm gonna have to figure something out before the next stream. Hopefully, whatever it is that's going on will just fix itself. I hope. But man, yeah, it has been rough tonight. I have no idea what's going on. Not a clue. Okay. Yeah, so that should say, so spike damage. Spike damage current, which would be 0. 2 spike damage current plus 1. Okay. And then the debuff stat. So if 52 is less than or equal to 0, but it's not 52, so we want to do player's dexterity. Dexterity is 53. Enough. you are going to say, so instead of 52, so 53 is less than or equal to 0. Then we're going to say, do 53 plus 661. Yeah, so 53 plus 662. So it's taking your dexterity plus your dexterity modifier. And then adds that. And then this is 53? Yeah, 53. We're going to say 53 plus 662. Yeah. Else, we're going to say, do 53 plus 662 plus the caret, and then plus 53 plus 662 minus 1. Yeah. If I actually change this, I almost want to say we do dexterity minus 2. Or more, maybe. I don't know. Yes, the way that this should work, actually, is additional branch. If 53, that's not even technically going to be correct. How would I make that correct? We need to say if 53 plus game variables dot value. Oh my gosh, I cannot type tonight right now. So if 53 plus 663, right? 663? 662. So if the player's dexterity plus the player's dexterity modifier. Wait, Nick says, could you refund my money? You got any idea? You got any idea that I could draw? I mean, I do know you can draw, because I've seen the things you've made. As far as the refunds, I can definitely do that. Because, yeah, the text-to-speech, unfortunately, is a little not great tonight. So, yeah, so we'll reject that one. Yeah. Anyway, okay, yeah, so if game variables dot value 53 plus 662 minus 2 is less than or equal to 0. That one play? I think the random sounds are playing, right? I think. Even the random sounds aren't playing? Alright, yeah, there's definitely weird stuff going on. I don't know what's going on. Does that one make a sound? Okay. So set name to 53 plus that plus the that thing. I guess we're just saying if you are less than or equal to 0, then we'll just say set it to 0, right? Yeah, that's what it should be. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. There. And just set it to 0. Else, do this actual thing. Yes. Okay. Nick says, no sound. Last no sound. Well, I'm going. Bye-bye. No worries, Nick. Good luck. Hopefully you have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day. And, yeah, we'll see you hopefully on the next one. When there is, hopefully, fingers crossed, a little less issue with the stream. Hey, look at that. The spiked pauldron. Magical scroll. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. 6. And you would be 7. There we go. All right, we're missing a parenthesis closure. It's fun. I believe that's probably going to be in here. Maybe, actually, it could be either one of these. So we're going 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I did miss one on there. That's cool. That's not bad. Hey, look at that. We got 2 of them. Yeah, so this heavy armor will cause your enemies to take damage when they strike you, but is cumbersome. Spike damage +1, so it goes 0 to 1. And then dex -2, so it's going from 1 to 0. Yes, that's exactly what we want. So we choose that one. Yeah, there we go. Got our heavy armor, our spiked pauldron. Yeah. All right. Cool. Now, as far as the stats, they should work correctly. Well, no. They're not going to work at all yet. I need to set those up. But I think we're probably going to call it there. I don't know. The whole issue with the stream in the beginning, where it was just like 40 minutes of just stress and anxiety trying to get the stream to actually work. Plus, Twitch has just been sitting here the whole time with this big red unstable blaring in my face, and I'm like, okay, cool. The sounds aren't working, and I'm just like, all right, maybe we'll just call it here, call it good, and we'll just end it. So anyway, but I appreciate you all being here. Hope you have an absolutely fantastic rest of your evenings, mornings, days, wherever it may be in this big wide world of ours. And yeah, I will hopefully see you all on the next stream on Sunday, so in a few days. And yeah, so I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic weekend as well. And until then, take care, good luck, and I will see you all then. So, goodbye, good luck, see ya, adios.